Tutorial time! Sort of. Dance Gavin Dance, awkward. Intro. So this intro really lives up to the name of the song. It's awkward. The rest of the song's not too bad. So my tab explains all of that. I'll put a link to the tab in the description of this video as well. But the intro proves to be more difficult. So I figured I'd break it down as to how I go about piecing it together and learning it in the first place. And hopefully that'll help you out. So the first thing you're going to need to do if you want to play along with the song or play along with me in this video is tune your guitar down to drop C sharp tuning. So that is drop D and then everything down half a step. So this intro is actually made up of two relatively simple sort of contrasting lead lines. The first one is the low one, which goes, and the second one is the high one, which goes, and then all I did was work those two out separately and then work out how I can play those at the same time. So if we take the low one first, just that first phrase, we have 7, 8, 7, 5, 3 fives. And then on the top of that, we need to get that phrase, which is 10 on your second string, 7, then back to 10 again, and then we do 10 and 8 on your middle two strings. So what we need to work out is how to play both of those at the same time. So if we just think one note at a time, and build it up bit by bit. So your first one is 7 and 10, and then we need an 8 and a 7, and then we go back to that 7 and 10. So that's your first part. Then from there, a bit more of a stretch down to 5 and 10. So it's a bit of a stretch, but it's a bit easier because you don't need to move as much. And we get the first part. So and then playing them with strums is another very awkward thing. That's where these things come in very handy. This is basically just a little mute, which stops all of your open string ringage, because it's quite awkward to get that. So I just use it on this just to clean those open notes up, and you get quite a lot of harmonics in this one because it's all around the 7th and 5th fret. So that helps clean that up. You can use like a hair bubble, scrunchy type thing, put that round, or I don't know, whatever, duster. People use dusters. Just anything to help get you get it cleaned up. But anyway, that will help you sound better. Your next part, if we think about the two parts we've got and. So your first one's going to be an 8 and a 10, and then we move that down to a 5, and on top of that we need the 10 and 8. Then we put that with the first one, and then we move up for the higher ones, which is 13 on your second string and a 10 on your bottom string. And then we move up to that 15 and 17. And there we go. So, and all the rest of it is the same as that, just the rhythm changes ever so slightly. But the movements and the harmonies are the same. So altogether we have then it's just a case of speeding it up. So hopefully that's helped some of you who might have been struggling with that. I think just seeing it in a different light as two separate bits just played at the same time, as opposed to what the tab looks like, which is just a crap load of chords. Helps make it a little bit easier to grasp. So quite a quick one, this one, and just that one bit. The rest of the song's not massively complicated, so that's all quite easy to follow from the tab, but just this first bit I thought I would clear up for you guys and help you out if any of you were struggling with it, which I know a few of you are. So there you go, I'll see you next time for some more tutorial time.